In this video, we're talking about startups, new practices, building from the ground up. If you're a doctor looking to start out on your own with a startup practice, you're probably pretty excited, maybe a little overwhelmed. You got your loans approved, you got your location picked out, and now you're going, what do I do next? In this video, we're going to lay out the steps for establishing your new practice on the internet, getting you set up with a brand, a website, and a digital footprint so that your prospective patients can find you in your local area. Here at Kaleidoscope, we lay this out in a pretty direct process that makes it not as hard as maybe you're thinking it's going to be. The process is 3 essential steps, beginning with your logo and your brand, then moving to your website, which will be the online home of your new business, and then setting you up on the other local business websites and aggregators, your profiles, your listings, so that Google trusts your business right out of the gate. At Kaleidoscope, we help startups hit the ground running with a high quality website that not only looks and works properly for your human visitors, but also satisfies the complex Google ranking algorithms to get you that always so important local search visibility for those prospective patients who are searching in their local area for an orthodontist just like you. The first step with any new startup practice is getting your logo and your brand established. Kaleidoscope's team of expert designers are going to create for you not just a logo, but also a customized color palette and a brand guide so that you know wherever you're placing that logo, if you're ordering printed marketing materials, maybe you're doing some swag, water bottles, t-shirts, having the right guidance so that all of your stuff matches, right? That brand consistency as you introduce yourself to the community is going to be so important. Kaleidoscope's team is going to walk you through the process of creating a beautiful, effective, engaging brand, logo, color palette, everything that you need to be successful in your marketing. Our team is going to bring that to life. So that all starts with you coming to the table with your inspiration, your likes, your dislikes. Here's my business name. Here's what I want. Here's my vibe. Here's my aesthetic. And then our team brings that to life. Once that logo is completed, now you can get the ball rolling on both your internal marketing, your external marketing, and then we move to phase 2, which is the website. Your website for a new orthodontic startup is going to be the most critical piece of marketing that you put together. The company that you decide to partner with to build your website can make or break your success in the first few years of your business. There are a lot of designers and agencies and companies that can build a really nice looking website, but if they don't understand SEO, and further, if they don't understand orthodontic SEO, no one's going to find your website. You can have the most beautiful website in the world. If it's not optimized correctly to satisfy Google, nobody's going to find it and it won't do you any good. The aesthetic, the look, the feel of your website is really about 40% of the value or the substance. The way that it looks for human users, while important, is not the only factor that will determine the success or the failure. The under the hood setup, the optimization, the code, the SEO that Google is looking for is about 60 to 70% of the substance or value of your site. That's where Kaleidoscope sets ourselves apart from the other agencies and companies that you might partner with to build a website. Not only will we come together to design a beautiful looking website that loads fast and is intuitive and user friendly and has that aesthetic for human users, it will also have the under the hood setup and the optimization for your Google rankings so that your website can thrive on local search, bringing those prospective new patients from the internet to your front door. Now, when it comes to startups, you're normally at the back of the pack. You're beginning from scratch. You don't have any history. You don't have any authority. People in your community probably don't know who you are. So as a startup, you need to stack every advantage in your favor that you possibly can. One of those might be the domain name that you select for your business. Getting local keywords and orthodontic keywords in your domain name can give you a boost out of the gate as you try to get your practice up and running. A pro tip: if you don't have a full orthodontic keyword in your domain and your competitors do, they're going to maintain that advantage over you for as long as you have your website. So something like ortho, which is an abbreviation, Google does not recognize that as orthodontics. Google actually defaults to orthopedics, like knee surgery. So when you're looking at domains, look for something with braces, orthodontics, or orthodontist, so that your website lives on a domain that has those keywords built in. Same goes for your business name. If you are early enough in this process that you still have not officially named your business, if you can incorporate local city or towns, and ultimately if you can get the full orthodontic keyword into that business name, then you pair that with a domain name that's got the full keywords. Now you are optimized for both short-term and long-term success. Now, can a startup still be successful without these full orthodontic keywords and local cities and towns in the business name, in the domain name? Yes, you can still be successful with the business name that you prefer. But at Kaleidoscope, this is an example of the conversations we have with startups all the time. How can we set you up to have the maximum potential for a positive outcome with your new business? So we touched on the logo and the branding. We've got that set down. We touched on the website where it's both the aesthetic and the technical setup, right? We have to marry the art of the design with the science of search engine optimization to build you a website that not only looks and performs the way it should for human users, but also satisfies the many complex Google algorithms that, I should mention, are constantly changing. Google is always moving the goalposts. So when you partner with an agency like Kaleidoscope, we stay on top of all these changes so you don't have to. There is nothing better than having an expert agency in your corner that can look ahead, understand the changes that are both happening now and will be coming in the future, and make sure that your practice and your website and your digital presence are primed and optimized to continue having success, no matter what the digital marketplace may morph into. The third piece for startups, and this is very critical, is your digital footprint, your online brand in terms of your business listings, your business profiles, being listed on other databases that Google will reference to determine the authority of your business. A lot of orthodontists starting a practice were never taught these things. They don't teach you in ortho school how to market a practice, how to choose a domain name, which aggregators and databases have the most authority with Google's ranking algorithms. We have all these answers. So not only will we set you up with the aesthetics and the website and that base, now we're also going to establish your practice on the internet thoroughly, meticulously, carefully, accurately, so that Google trusts your business right out of the gate. We call this an online branding and citation setup. Having this done correctly out of the gate will fast track your new business earning trust with Google. And if you remember one thing from this video, let it be this: trust equals rankings. If Google does not trust your business, Google will not rank your business. Kaleidoscope's startup program is going to get you established and create that digital footprint super consistent, super accurate, so that right out of the gate, Google understands who you are, where you are, what you do, and which searches you should be showing up for. We talk to startups all the time who went with another agency at the very beginning and now they have issues and they're coming to us second, and now we are fixing and we are cleaning up and we are correcting. Make no mistake, the cheapest option may not be the best option. In some cases, it actually costs more and takes longer to clean up something that was done incorrectly out of the gate. At Kaleidoscope, we go the extra mile to do it right the first time. If I can give you one differentiator of why should a startup go with Kaleidoscope versus another agency, it is how thorough we are in the initial setup, following the sequence, doing lots of educating and hand-holding along the way. We're not just a web agency, we are a marketing partner for doctors who are just starting out, trying to establish their practice, not just on the internet, but also in their community, building their Google reviews, building their digital footprint. This is right in our wheelhouse. And I can't stress this enough. Doctors out there who are starting their own practice, you will not have any history, any domain authority, any traffic. You will be at the back of the pack. So make sure you partner with an agency that has your best interests in mind and that has also been down this road 100 times before. We've been there, we've done that. We have dozens of clients who can attest. Working with Kaleidoscope from day one, we will get you where you need to go. We actually have an example. We have a testimonial or interview from one of our clients who started with a different agency and then came to Kaleidoscope. And we've spent time now correcting things, fixing things, getting them where they needed to be. So that video is popping up now if you want to go and watch that and hear firsthand how Kaleidoscope goes about it and just how real the expertise and the education and the hand holding. I'm not telling a fake story here. This is what we do. And we've done this dozens of times for doctors who were once sitting right where you're sitting today. If you want to learn more or talk to us about your specific needs and we can start laying the foundation for your startup practice, hit the link below this video. We'll set up a time to talk to you and we'll customize a plan that meets your timeline, your needs, and your budget.